What does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
I suppose you start with...
Beat that, you little trout sniffer.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy, and we're back with another Diablo 3 video. This is the Fist of Heavens Key Crusher. This, for my money, is the easiest and probably best overall T16 key farm build in the game. Simply because it's just very, very lazy. It's got huge AoEs. You can see like the entire screen pretty much just gets melted. We only really have to press the one button, which is the horsey, and the Fist of Heavens will automatically come down and crush everything. And, you know, moderately good maps like this one, you'll clear this in like 30 seconds or whatever. 800 Paragon, no augments, so a lot of juice to go on this character, not that you really need it. So as you can see, T16 done. Boss, not quite one shot, but if we'd had the Acrox champion up, it would have been, if this character was a little bit more developed, it would have been. If we had any augments, it would have been. And ultimately, a 1 or 2 shot of the Rift Guardian. 800 Paragon is pretty decent. So let's go back to town and talk through it. Now, the loss of soul shards from Season 30 has hurt Fist of Heavens quite a bit in terms of, I think, its power for speeds. But because Torment 16 is only like GR 75, GR 80 kind of range, that doesn't matter. You'll still absolutely blow it up. And in fact, we do actually use the season theme. And I think Fist of Heavens is better for keys in Season 31 than for 30, because we can triple up on belts, which is just absolutely fantastic, because you know how those Torment 16 enemies love to explode, and with the Goldwrap belt you can just stand in them. We'll go through the whole build now. Thumbs up always brightens my day. Now, we don't need a Ring of Raw Grandeur to run this setup. We're going to go full 6 pieces of Aegis of Valour. Important roles are going to be Fist of Heavens damage on boots, Fist of Heavens damage on your helmet, as well as some crit chance. Attack speed, double crit on gloves would be nice. And then if you can get some cooldown, that's going to be helpful. It's not essential, but it is kind of helpful. Craft yourself a primal flail of the charge. You want attack speed, you probably want damage percent. Cooldown reduction is also quite nice. Shield of the Steed, you're going to want Fist of Heavens damage. You're going to take a Stone of Jordan, so whichever element rolls best on your gear. I've got lightning. We are using the lightning skill, but if these were all fire, that would be absolutely fine. We're going to take Boon of the Horde, Goldwrap for invulnerability. Of course, Follow has the Avarice Band for the pickup radius, which just makes us immortal. Take the Gizzard Gem, guys. Rank 25, this gives you a shield, it'll never drop, and that's why we can pretty much one-shot the entire screen, because our squirts bonus never ever drops, always up. Zystone Vengeance for more damage at range. That means that most things are generally dead by the time you get to them, because the automatic Fist of the Heavens has just come down and crushed them. Dark Light in the cube for the 1000% extra damage. Khasset's Chord of Righteousness in the cube for 170% damage. Vigilante belt in the cube. When Steed charges active, Fist of the Heavens comes down automatically and crushes stuff based on your attack speed. So obviously attack speed is good. We want attack speed. That's why we take the rolls on the gloves and on the weapon. Now, you can put Vigilante on the character. I tend to use Goldwrap just because it rolls with secondary gold find, and I'm quite into empowering my rifts. I appreciate some people can't be bothered with that, particularly if you're only playing one character. It doesn't really matter. So by all means, the Vigilante belt can go on the character, Goldwrap go in the cube. Does not really matter. We've picked the Larceny Ring for move speed, so when we get a fear off, then we will go faster. It's got a very low secondary fear chance on, can go up to 5%, doesn't go off that often, but we can actually activate this with Provoke Fleeful, so when we do get this off, we do get this 60% move speed for 4 seconds, obviously. It's on a 20-second cooldown, so it's not kind of like there all the time, but you're hoping that with a few procs of fear on hit, you'll have good uptime on that move speed. Arm guards are pretty much essential. Again, when you destroy something wreckable, you get a speed boost. It is really, really nice. I don't think there's anything I would ever consider swapping for the gear. I mean, realistically, I don't even know what you would do. The only thing to be doing would be to add move speed. I can't really think of anything to get. And if you've got any ideas for jamming in more move speed, then by all means hit me up with that. But Stone of Jordan seems to do well. I don't like conventional elements. It's clunky for the damage, and we don't need it. We're one-shotting everything. Of course, the strength gems in the chest and in the pants are going to make a lot of sense. At some point you could possibly swap the squirts off, because you'd be doing so much damage. You could pick Hellfire Amulet for an extra passive. You could then take a damage gem instead of the Gizzard. Those two things would be not even out, but with a bit more Paragon, I'm sure that is very possible. Or Augments. So Flee, Fool, Provoke, we've talked about. Fissure is the Lightning Rune. This is just the biggest AoE coverage, best for damage, I think. Ironskin Flash, when we get hit, we will proc a move speed boost, which is handy for getting around the map. Move speed is obviously handy for the Vigilante belt and damage. Same thing for Laws of Hope, Wings of Angel. When we pop this, we get a move speed boost, which again is more damage and makes us faster. Steed Charge Endurance, just to increase the duration to make it as long as possible. And Akarat's Champion for a cheat death, some extra damage as well. Finery gives more damage because strength is modified through this. Heavenly Strength gives the ability to wear the two-handed weapon and the shield. Holy Cause gives 10% more damage. And Lord Commander knocks some cooldown off the Steed Charge, which is handy because the Steed Charge cooldown comes back, of course, with the Norvald set. Every kill resets it by a second. But sometimes you can get lost, go the wrong way, whatever. Having the horsey back faster is going to be handy. That's why some cooldown reduction could be okay. Another option at some point potentially is to get rid of the Goldwrap belt once you've got enough toughness. Maybe take Injum to try and reset some of these cooldowns a little faster. That's another potential idea that I have had. In terms of other passives, Long Arm of the Law to extend our Wing of Angels would be nice. Other than that, I don't think there's terribly much. I'm not taking the cheat death because we kill stuff so far away that we always got gold, so near enough always invulnerable. And of course we can take a follower with the cheat death because we don't need the resource generation and Templar. Of course with Kane's set, token can't die, Nemesis braces, Flavour of Time. By all means you can go Enchantress. She does have attack speed. I haven't passed her much gear at the moment, so I'm not using it, but attack speed and a little bit of cooldown would be kind of desirable. You would lose the cheat death if you pick the attack speed though, so again you'd have to come back in here, put the cheat death on, perhaps maybe instead of Holy Cause, something like that. But a few things to play around with. So end game, once I've got a few more Paragon points, once I've got this all anciented out, got it all augmented, I might look into getting rid of this Squirts and Gizzard combo and going for something, maybe one more of those passives. But honestly, it's absolutely fine, completely crushes T16 at the moment. Now, you can go and do visions in this build. It is a little squishy without the Goldwrap. You just need to manage these cooldowns here because Akarat's Champion is a cheat death, so that's useful to have. You can pop Iron Skin. This gives 50% damage reduction as well. You just need to make sure that once you've killed one thing, you're immortal. So you might have a boss wave. You just need to hit a couple of defensive abilities before the boss. Once you've killed one of them, you'll be absolutely fine. But probably if I was just going vision hunting, I'd probably put on the Guardian set. So I would take a Rogue. I'd take off this Larceny Ring, put a Rogue here, and I'd just put the Guardians in the belt and bracer slot as an example. And that would give you a huge boost to your strength and toughness. And I'd look to do something like that. But yeah, if you want to be lazy, you can go and farm visions with this on as well. Again, bounties, I'd probably change it up a little bit. But in terms of keys, one button only if you want. If you just want to press Steed Charge, that works absolutely fine. But obviously the other buttons are giving us move speed and just making us faster through the run. But if you just want to be really, really lazy, just press Steed Charge and you will be absolutely golden. Right, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the build. I've been the Filthy Casual. Take it easy. Peace.